When you're told for 500 years, your ways are evil, that damages your self-esteem. And so showing the beauty of a power, showing the beauty of the language is a small dent in reclaiming that self-esteem. Little Dreamcatchers was cool in the sense that it's trying to buffer the children with language, with culture, with stories about why you're special. And ultimately, that will provide protection as you go on.
We're gonna dance, go around in a circle, and we're gonna have just a powwow. Having a powwow today.
Do you like powwows?
Yes. Yeah. He likes you because he's my dog. Does he pee on people? Nope. Yeah.
We're going to bless our grounds because we're thanking Mother Earth and the Creator for allowing us to use the grounds that we're on. But at the same time, we're asking our grandfather and forefathers to come in and join us.
We are the land is us. We came from the East. As our ancestors tell us, we would find our home where our food grows on the water, which is the wild rice. White Earth is the largest tribe in Minnesota. We have approximately 20,000 members. 25% live on the reservation.
We're still trying to do our best to hold on to our language, to hold on to our culture, and even our kids, we're trying to hold on to them. Trying to show them a better way, show them a better life than what we had.
I used to live life for myself. That has changed. Being a father is just, you know, automatically know what's good for your kids.
I was really scared. First time being a parent, you know, it kind of scares you a little bit.
I had a lot of positive role models to look up to. My grandparents were like one of them. It's kind of sad because I see a lot of grandparents who are taken advantage of, but I think that stems into the whole drug addiction. Around here, it seems to be really high.
I was pretty worried about my grandkids. Their parents were having problems. They weren't really taking care of them right. They were with some other relatives before they finally brought them to me. I've been taking care of them for the last 2.5 years now. The biggest threat is prescription drugs, meth, heroin. They're talking about new drugs coming into the communities now. Whenever you bring your kids to the playgrounds around on the reservation up here now, you better walk around there first and go look around because people are leaving those hypodermic needles. Them things are laying all over the place.
No, because you might get hurt over there.
I had a lot of friends around here. I don't have many friends anymore because they're all on drugs. And it's sad because their families are suffering because of it. There's not much to do around here. It's poverty.
During the Great Depression, when unemployment was 27%, there was an outrage in this country. And yet we have a Great Depression every day, year in and year out. Education is our ticket out of poverty here. 80% of a child's development takes place before 5 years old. So it seems to be a no-brainer to me to focus in that area.
But then he was stuck with
sheep, dog, cat, hen.
and the hen.
Children from middle-income families arrive at kindergarten with a 20,000-word vocabulary. And our kids from lower income, and especially children of color, they're arriving at 3,000 to 4,000-word vocabulary. Native American children are by far the largest gap. So we're hoping that what we're doing will make a significant difference to close that gap.
I got a kitty too, you know.
Like a cat?
Yep.
What's his name?
No, it's a girl name.
What's her name?
It's Ivana.
Ivana. That's a glamorous name for a kitty.
I work nights and I sleep during the days. About mid-afternoon, I get up and make lunch and I pack my lunch and then I go to work. It's about 35 miles out from Mahnomen here, so gotta drive every day. So.
Mom, do you want to go outside with me?
What do you want to do outside?
I want to play in the leaves.
Do you know where your shoes are at?
Yeah?
Get them.
Right here, Dad, because this is red.
Oh, really?
Evelyn, what do you like to do for fun?
Play.
Play what? Play with what? Your horses? Do you like color?
Yeah, I like to do everything outside, too.
She was always talkative when she was younger, till around 2, and then it developed more and more as she got older, so now she just doesn't be quiet ever.
I used to be a housekeeper at the casino, cleaning hotel rooms, and I just, I didn't want to do that. I had a dream that I was doing that again. So after I had her, I realized, if I want to have a better future, not entailing cleaning toilets, I figured I should probably go to college. And so I started at the Tribal College in Mahnomen. That was the biggest thing that I wanted out of my education, was to learn about Native American Indian studies. Because they don't offer much of anything in high school.
Historically, the purpose of education for us as tribal people has been assimilation. We go back to the boarding school era of the 19th and 20th centuries. The purpose then, along with churches, was to eradicate tribal culture, language, and traditions, and to assimilate and civilize us, and to Christianize us. So our children were taken away, over 100,000. In the boarding schools, the children were punished for speaking the language. The loss of language, the loss of culture, the loss of tradition, the loss of family, the loss of community. That brokenness is generational, and there's historical trauma attributed to it. Many children were ripped from their families, loaded onto a truck, and not seen their parents for years. We're talking generations where parents couldn't be parents. And so now you're seeing parents who maybe don't know how to parent because they did not receive parenting. We need to really focus on maintaining a family structure. So we help a lot of the grandparents. They need that support too.
Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. Uh-oh, do you think he's supposed to be there?
McGregor?
Yep.
He's the one that kills rabbits.
He does? Holy cow, that Mr. McGregor must be kind of a scary guy, huh?
He's mean.
He's mean, huh?
Their dad, he's in prison right now. He won't be getting out till this fall. He was talking about coming and living with us or something, but I'm probably gonna have to tell him he's gonna have to go live at a halfway house for a while here and learn how to take care of himself first.
Do the kids get to see their parents very often, or?
No, they haven't seen their dad in months now. I don't remember even the last time.
Grandpa never let us go to Mom's house.
No, Mom, it's not safe over there, for one thing, first of all.
Why?
Because it's not.
Sometimes you just gotta make sure
Because
it's
somebody
safe.
went and shot up the house over there now, too. Do you want to get shot?
No.
Okay, then.
No.
She can come to our house anytime she wants to. She doesn't make an effort.
She's pretty
Your
used
dad's
to
in prison. He ain't getting out till this fall. I don't even remember when the last time it was when you guys seen him.
How do you think Mom and Dad being gone has affected the kids?
20 years.
Yeah.
They're doing okay. They're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it'd be better if they had them, but
Well, and they have you. You know, that's
Yeah.
kind of a nice support system for them. You know, they
Yeah.
got someone to come home to every day, and
yeah,
you know who cares about them. And
yeah. The baby, whenever she gets really upset, then she starts crying for her mom and her dad. But I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. They're stuck with me. We're stuck with each other for now.
Callie. Nadia.
You have nice smiles.
I'm smiling.
Every family's been touched by the drug problem here, mine included. My oldest son became a single parent when his oldest son was 2.5 and his daughter was 6 months old.
The doctors gave my kid's mother some pain pills for her back, and that's where it started. I was living with her every day. I didn't see no back problems, but she always said that her back hurt. Then the doctors just kept giving them to her. After a while, I imagined that the pills weren't enough, so she moved on to the harder stuff. I told her, you gotta get into treatment, you gotta stop. Third time, I told her, if you don't get treatment, I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna do my best to take these kids.
Natalie, you ready?
Is that your daddy?
Yeah.
I woke up one morning, I caught her doing pills. And that was it. I got home from work that day, and I left. And then that's when the battle began with the courts. Nathan was old enough to realize everything.
Okay.
And for 2 years, he asked me, where's Mom? Where's my mom? I didn't know how to answer that. All I could say was, she's sick.
My name is Nathan, and I'm 7 years old, and this is my grandma's cabin.
Sweet. So what's your favorite thing about this cabin?
That I could go fishing.
Still have a counselor coming and seeing him to this day. He's got separation anxiety from losing his mother.
See your aunt.
Natalie, can you tell me about your dad?
He lifted me and he be nice to people.
He's nice to people?
Yeah, and he helped people when they can't do something.
Oh, really? Sounds like a nice dad.
He really didn't lose her. But also in a way he did, because she's not around.
Drugs, violence, those things weren't part of our tradition and our culture years ago. So when I hear of our youth going back to their traditions and language, you see something in them. They're very prideful. They're good citizens. They're just happier people. Look at teacher. How many is this in Ojibwe? Beige. Yeah. Caprina, how do you say bear in Ojibwe? Because I don't know.
Lakwa,
Is what?
bear.
Bear. How many is this? Beige? Needs, yeah. That means 2. They're counting numbers and stuff, and even the babies now can say,
Migadasway.
Ooh, good job. What does that mean?
Hello.
We are teaching our culture, our history, our language, because those are the essence of our identity. What you see is what you become. You experience love, You experience the beauty of your culture, your language, your community, your traditions, and all of the wonderful values that we have. That's what our children will become.
For some reason, we keep holding on to these things. We keep holding on to our culture, our language, our ceremonies, no matter how hard it is. It must be something in our DNA.
Our children today are our future leaders, hopefully, if we set them in the right path. And I just hope that she can be able to better her life. I hope that she has a bright future.
I hate to say this, but I wouldn't have had no care for anybody else prior. Now that I have kids, that I'm second.
Ingo Reaper,
What does that mean?
thank you.
Thank you.
This program was made possible in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. As part of American Graduate, let's make it happen.